Hey, everybody out there. Welcome to the podcast. My name is Martin Williams. I am the Dreamkeeper. I hope I'm finding associations and friends and family of millions of people around the world who are Dreamkeepers as well. If you haven't followed me on social media or YouTube, go ahead and do that right now, because I'm the guy that's going to help you make sure those dreams that are inside you get out. What do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about something that's really dear to my heart, and it's called quantum change. The definition of quantum, depending upon who you talk to, the bottom line, the quantum is that it really represents leaps in levels of change. So your money can go through quantum. You can go from $10 to $100,000. That's quantums in leaps. You've leaped over all those increments of change. You can go from not being educated to having a doctorate degree. There are levels that you get to skip. In life and maturity, you can go from an immature person to a very mature person that's helping hundreds of thousands of other people mature. That's leaps, that's levels of change. Well, I want to talk to you about quantum change in your life. How do you take your life through quantum changes? How do you leap in areas of leadership, finance, relationships, all those things? How do you make the leaps? There are a few ways to do it. My 5 ways that I'm going to show you today may or may not fit into what you've heard from other people, but it fits inside my life, what I think and how I feel. So here's the first one. If you want to make quantum leaps, whoa. Let me go back for just a moment. If you're going to make quantum leaps in change, real change, remember a couple things. This is going to be intense. It's going to be intense. Do you have the fortitude? Do you have the self-determination? Do you have the right attitude on life that you're going to be able to keep your pursuit? Because this is going to be tough. This is not going to be easy at all. To change quantumly, there's going to be a lot of fire. There's going to be a lot of pressure. There's going to be a lot of uncomfortability. There's going to be a lot of accountability. All that's going to happen when you decide to make a quantum leap. When you decide to make a quantum change in your person, this is going to be tough. If you don't have that kind of attitude up front, then don't make you an enemy to yourself by jumping into something that you can't get out of, can't walk through. Don't jump off of Niagara Falls into the water unless you expect to have a lot of pressure, the bubbles going the wrong way, and difficulty finding your way to the top. Because it's going to feel like minutes or hours underwater while you at least try to get your bearings to come back to the top. Am I making sense? Okay. So it's going to take that kind of person that understands quantum leaps. So in other words, before I move on, I'm just going to say this to you. Don't make a decision for a quantum leap. Do not make a decision for a quantum leap unless you have the personality for it. You have the personality of strength, tenacity, self-awareness, and understanding that there's going to be pressure and you are a pressurized person. You can handle the pressure. Make sense? So that's the personality that you're going to need to go through this. So number one, here is at least in my world, these are the things you need to do. Number one, you have to look at the lion on your path. In other words, whatever that thing is that's been in front of you, whatever the nightmares have been, that lion that's been on your path that's got you halted, you can't move forward because there's something super huge that's in front of you. Something that startles you, something that tells you to stop. It's a stop sign, a yield sign, a detour, or whatever that is. It's got you paralyzed in your tracks. The thing you got to do for that lion on your path is that you have to understand one thing about that lion on your path. One thing about that impassable spot in your life. If you got the right attitude, you'll write this down. You have to understand that your obstacle is your way. That lion is your path to quantum change. Goliath is your way to the throne. The wilderness is your way to promise. Dealing with yourself is the way. Going through that business where you don't have money for years and you're eating peanut butter and jelly and water. Peanut butter and jelly is expensive now. You got to understand that's your path. The lion is your path. You can't go around this lion. You can't take a detour around the difficulty in your life to get where you're going. Please understand me. That lion, that giant, that impossibility, that thing, that curse in your life, that thing that's always come against you to make you turn around, that's your path. You cannot avoid it. Communicate with me on this particular channel. Subscribe to it.